You know, there's days where I wake up feeling really, really good. But as the morning goes on, as the day goes on, I am slowly, over time, beat down. I guess, I don't know how to say it. I'm just, slowly, I feel wore down. Wore down by other people, wore down by this world. And it sucks because I go from waking up happy and maybe motivated and I feel like doing something, and all it takes is a bunch of assholes on Twitter. All it takes is them just going at you over something that you didn't mean to sound shitty. You didn't mean for it to sound bad. It wasn't your intention. Intention. None of that. But that's all it takes. All it takes is someone just, and not just one person, just it felt like all of Twitter. This is the second time this has happened to me, by the way. You can't make a statement on Twitter. You can't just say something casually. You can't just say something with no ill intent without people losing their shit. Um let me see if I can add like a picture on here. I think you can add media source or image. Yeah, image. Okay, let me find an image. I'm on browse. I want to just put something on my freaking desktop while I'm talking. But that's a big no. That's a great big no. I can't put that on my desktop. Nope, nope, nope. Well, there's a House of the Dead remake, just to have something on the screen and not just a black background, I guess. I'm looking forward to this game, by the way. We'll just use this. There we go. There we go. House of the Dead remake. I'm looking forward to this game. I figured I'd just put this picture up. I don't know what to put up. I wasn't sure what to put up. Um, it's better than black. um, but yeah, I woke up feeling good. I woke up feeling motivated. I woke up ready to face the day, basically, you know? And almost immediately, it feels like I get attacked. It feels like I'm just bombarded with people who just. I don't know what's going on with people. I don't understand how. I'm from the 80s, okay? 1980, I was born, and in the 80s is when I was diagnosed with different things from learning disabilities to, learning disabled to, ADD. ADHD, I don't think was a thing yet. Though it makes sense even to this day that I wouldn't have ADHD because I don't particularly get like hyper or anything. I don't have a lot of energy. Not usually. Like if I get riled up like I did earlier, then yeah, I have energy and I'm yelling and I'm screaming and I'm pissed off. But um yeah, I came from a different decade. I really want to go back to that decade. It's funny because throughout the 90s, I was like, I feel like I was born in the wrong. No, I was born in the right year. It passed me by too quickly. Like by the time, say, I was born in 1980, so by the time I was 5 years old, I didn't really recognize everything around me. Like not everything was clicking. I wasn't firing on all cylinders, basically. Um, so I didn't get to experience a lot of the 80s, and I really would like to go back to the 80s. I don't remember all the stress in the 80s. I don't even remember all the stress in the 90s, even the early days of the internet. And I think part of that is just the fact that not everyone could get on the internet. Not everyone understood computers. I'm going to move this microphone. I'm going to put it right in front of me. There we go. What are you doing? What the fuck? Alright, let's see. There we go. That works. So yeah, I mean, 1980s were great. 1980s were wonderful. But even in the 90s, it was just like, I don't remember this level of stress. The early days of the internet, hell, the internet's been around since, God, forever. Since the 70s, maybe? I don't know. Late 70s, early 80s. But I don't remember as much of this kind of stress whenever, back in the 90s. The early days of the internet, I don't remember all this stress. And like I said, I think it's because not many people could get on the internet. You didn't have any, just any old schlub being able to get online. There was a lot of most people had to be technically minded. The internet wasn't the thing that it is today. So you didn't have any old asshat who was able to just get online and just attack you. You could say a statement, and most people that you dealt with were pretty intelligent back then. Or in my experience, were pretty intelligent. So most of the people were pretty intelligent, and they would, God. I, they wouldn't make assumptions as much, in my experience. It was just a better time to be online. But now we have every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's able to get online, and that means there's a lot of assholes who get online. But I think it's also just the generation gap. There's a huge gap in the generation. Like I said, I was born in 1980. And most people nowadays have this weird train of thought, this weird way of thinking, this weird way of talking and expressing themselves. And I guess that just comes with growing older. I'm 41. I'll be 42 in August. God, I'm aging too fast. I hate it. God, another, I don't know, 18 years? Fudge. Another 18 years and I'll be... That's it. I think that's all I've got on this earth. That's terrible to say. I know that's pretty dark and everything, but that's just how it feels. I've noticed that videos that are just my voice on screen, my voice and just something that hardly does anything on screen, usually is a smaller file. It's just the same thing being shown over and over again, and then my audio. So I kind of like this podcast style sort of thing that I'm doing right now, just talking. No picture, no nothing. So it gives me a chance. I can just talk. And that's all I really want to do. I don't understand the world nowadays. I don't understand people's method. I don't understand the way that people think. I don't understand it. I get all kinds of weird comments. I get what I consider being overly sensitive. Like, there's too much sensitivity. Snowflakes. I mean, that's the term, right? Snowflakes. Because people are just so sensitive. And anything that you say, you have to be completely aware of. It doesn't matter how they're interpreting it. No, it's all on you. This just goes back to my last video. I'm still stressed about it. But dealing with all of that, now I'm really depressed. I'm feeling suicidal. I hate that feeling. I hate feeling suicidal. I hate dealing with this crap from people. People are so hate-filled, and they disguise their hate and their anger and their cruelty with this coating, this veneer of justice and good intention, but really they're just assholes. Like, they're attacking you not because of what you meant, but just as the way that they interpreted. What does that remind any of you out there of? That reminds me of conservatives. That reminds me of how Christians take everything as the word, non-metaphorical, the word, non-metaphorical, I don't know what the other word is. I can't remember, God said, let there be light. What did that mean? Did that just mean the Big Bang or something of that sort? No, God just went click. They take everything as it sounds. They take it as the word. They take it as what you say. They don't care about intent. They don't care about any of that. Well, nice job, millennials and Nice job, liberals. You're doing the same shit. You do the same shit. You're guilty of this. I guess this is another example of why I am a moderate, because I've seen the bullshit on both sides. I've seen it. Like, both sides are guilty of so much stupid shit. Like, for real. Millennials are guilty of shit. That conservatives and Republicans are guilty of. The same sort of things. I usually see both sides accusing each other of the same crap. I see it all the time. I will see people basically being too sensitive on a subject, misinterpreting what somebody's saying and getting, I gotta relax in this chair. I don't know why I'm leaning over so far. Basically misinterpreting things, misunderstanding it, fighting, arguing, getting heated, getting very angry when what the person is saying to them isn't necessarily meant to be that way. And it's funny too, I removed that comment on Twitter responding to Jacksepticeye because everybody was taking it all the wrong way. Anything that would have felt like a win. They kept moving the goalpost too. That was the other thing. There was a constant moving of the goalpost. At first I was just being so cruel and mean and whatever the fuck. And then when I laid it out and explained what I was doing, then they moved the goalpost. No, he wasn't being an asshole. He was looking for self-pity. He was looking for a pity party. Yeah, they moved the goalpost. That's what these people do. They're just looking for a reason to hark on me, to hate me, to feel better about themselves. What is that about humans? What does that say about human beings? Where they're ready to talk shit about you if it'll make them feel better about themselves, and they look justified in doing so. And I'm going to say right now, I'm tired. I'm tired of bullshit on Twitter. I'm tired of people. That's the thing. I'm tired of people where I live. I almost got hit the other day. I almost ended up in a wreck. Right? I'm coming around a corner at what we call a T that comes into our subdivision. It's where right when you hit the subdivision, you can only go left or right. I go right. I turn the corner. And keep in mind, I learned the rules of the road. I've read the handbook. I still read the handbook every now and then. When you're on dirt roads, I live in Texas, by the way. I live on dirt roads, and there's no lines or anything to indicate it, but you're supposed to stay to your right. Right? Okay. Well, I'm coming around the corner. And as I'm coming around the corner, this a-hole, this douche, comes flying up the road and pulls over to his left, which is me, into oncoming traffic. I'm the oncoming traffic. And almost hits me. Very close. And then they straightened their wheel up and got back over to their right. What it was, keep in mind I said we're on dirt roads. People back here don't think that the same rules of the roads apply back here, that they can drive on either side. It doesn't matter. And what he had planned to do was make a left turn down the road I had just come from, but he was going to cut the corner. He wasn't going to stay on the right. Like if I go down to that road going out from the T to leave, I go up far enough and turn to go down the right side of the road. That's what you're supposed to do. Like I read the handbook. I still have the images depicting things in my head, so I know how to move, and I know how to drive, and I know how to go down the road. Okay? So this person was clearly going to try and cut the corner, and I came out and they weren't paying attention. I swear to God, I was almost in a wreck. They swerved back over last minute. And the person, the look on their face was basically a "what the fuck are you doing" look, and like "oh you asshole, where are you going?" And I'm sitting here going, "Dude, where the fuck were you going, dude?" You were going to hit me. And I don't think people think about this kind of stuff, but that's the kind of stress I deal with in real life. On top of that, I have the people, it's quiet today, strangely enough. There's people that live in my neighborhood who feel the need to crank up bass. They have giant subwoofers and they will crank the fucking bass up insanely. Keep in mind, on top of having an ADD or ADHD, whatever the fuck, I don't care anymore. On top of having that, I have anxiety, I have schizophrenia, and I have bipolar depression. I might even have PTSD. I don't know. I know what I do have, but there might be PTSD. I've been struggling with shit my entire life. Whenever somebody out here is blasting those subwoofers, I can't sleep. I don't sleep. I don't get sleep. You know, I just realized I put this fucking picture up. It's not a blank picture. It's got details and it's kind of HD. So this video is going to be, you know, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot more than I want it to be. So let's get rid of that. Black is fine. You only need to hear me. But it makes me sick. The vibrations make me sick. I feel miserable and sick whenever I just, like, if I'll try to lay down and sleep or I'll watch TV, and it's so incredibly intense. Like, keep in mind, I don't know what they're listening to. I can't tell what the music is or the song is. I just feel and hear boom, 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 and the house is vibrating from it, and I'm vibrating, and the vibrations go right to my chest, right to my stomach, and I want to throw up. I am a miserable fucking wreck. So between my actual real life and the bullshit I deal with on a daily basis living here, and people online just acting like complete assholes to me, it's no wonder I feel suicidal today. It's no wonder. I really want to get back into doing YouTube again. I love being on YouTube. I love making videos. I love doing live streams. I can't do any of that right now. I'm waiting on Elon Musk and his Starlink company to send my kit. I've been signed up since they went into public beta. Public beta. I was one of the early people early last year to get on it. So I got on it. I'm still waiting on the kit. It was supposed to come mid to late 2021. That was last year. Do you think I got it? No, I didn't get it. It was actually last minute. The year was just about up, and right at the last minute, I got notifications and stuff. They were pushing the date. So it got pushed from mid 2021 to, or late 2021, mid to late 2021 to mid 2022. This is probably the last time I'm waiting on it. I can't do this crap anymore. There's bound to be some kind of alternative I can go with. I don't know. So if I don't get my kit in June, I give up. I give up. I can use that money for something else. It costs a lot of money for that kit, by the way. They've got like $99 out of the, oh God, $600 or $550 or $600 or $650. I can't remember. I think it's $650. So they got $99 out of the $650 that's required. Keep in mind the kit is what is it, $450? So maybe it's more like $550. I don't know. Anyhow, so the kit is $450. That's the dish and the box and everything. The kit is $450. And the first month service is $100. So maybe that's more like $550. So they've got, so it's more like $450 because they've already got, or well, $449 because they've already got like $99. Yeah, so they've already got $99 So actually, that's more like 448. Okay, yeah. So they've already got 99 of my dollars. Actually, no, that's the ship. There's shipping too, so that bumps it up a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, the shipping is $50. So the kit is 450, the shipping is 50, and the first month is $100. So 450, 550, yeah, 650, I believe, something like that, or 600, right at 600. Yeah. I'm waiting for that. That's what I want to get. I'm hoping it comes in by June. That's like mid 2022, I think, is June. And if by June, which is like 3 months away, by the way, that's like, I do believe it's 3 months away. Let me take a look real quick. I can always take a look on my old calendar right here on Windows 10. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. See, January, February, March. We're on March, April, May, June. So after this month is over, it'll be 3 months. By then, I should have that kit. I should be getting an email, and maybe before then. And I hope so, because that means there's going to be more. You'll probably actually see my face at that point. I don't know yet. I don't really know. You're going to see something. Something's going to happen. I'm hoping. It would be nice. I don't like being on Twitter. I hate Twitter. I really hate Twitter. The harassment and the anger from people because they think I'm trying to be mean. They think that my comment is meant to be shitty, which I didn't think I was writing anything shitty when I wrote it. I didn't think I was writing anything negative at all. It was a comparison basically, and it was also me just being amazed. It's like you were able to you turns out you've had ADHD your entire life, and you have been able to do all this. You have a coffee business. Yeah, Jacksepticeye, Sean McLaughlin has a coffee business. He's a successful YouTuber. He's done stand-up comedy. All things I would love to do and haven't been able to do. Now, I will admit that I think part of that is just having broadband. Dude has broadband. I don't have broadband. I have a phone, and it's constantly running out of data when I try to update all my software. And trust me, my Windows constantly wants updates. Games that I have constantly want updates. 30 gigs doesn't go very far. It's gone before you frickin' know it. Everything that I want to do. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that I get this. I'm really hoping that I get Starlink by June. If I don't get it by June, I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep waiting or not. Because if they tell me I have to wait I have to wait until the end of 2022, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, no, just no. I can't do it anymore. I can't keep waiting on this because it feels like it's never gonna come. It, I have a theory about that. I think they're sending kits to people that don't need it. In other words, they have fiber optics where they live. They have cable. They have options. Okay, and yet they choose to go with Starlink. That takes it out of the hands of people like me who have no other options, who have a smartphone or some other crappy satellite company. Okay, I don't have those. I don't have any other options. Starlink is my option. It's my last hope for broadband that doesn't limit me, that doesn't have throttling or any of this other bull crap. I'm tired of dealing with all this crap. I really want to come back to YouTube. I really want to come back and I really want to do more. And Mr. Musk, if you see this video, probably not, can you please help me? Please? I'm begging, man. I can't go this anymore. I can't make the videos I want to make. I can't update the software I have. I can't do gameplay videos. I can't do the live streams. I can't do any of that. And I can't move. I've had people go, well, just move. I can't move. It requires money I don't have. Do you know what I'm on right now? I'm on disability. I'm on Social Security disability. I don't make a lot of money. I don't get a lot of money for doing this. And I want to work. That's my whole thing about YouTube. It started off as a hobby, but then it was like, if I can make money doing this, I can get off Social Security. It can be something that I can do for a living, you know? But Nothing's been working out. And I'm hoping my luck changes. I'm praying that my luck changes. Because I don't have a vehicle anymore. I don't have the SUV I had broke. I don't have money for anything. My house needs. I know people don't like hearing this. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there and just say that I know people don't like hearing this. And if you don't like hearing people talk about the bad stuff going on in their life, then cut out right now. Just stop the video. You don't want to hear what I have to say. My house has holes in the floor. I'm not even lying. There's 3 holes behind me. There's 3 holes in the floor behind me. There's about 6 or 7 holes in the floor in the living room. The house has become unlevel. I don't have money to fix this. I don't get enough in Social Security to fix this. If I can get off Social Security and become some sort of success doing something that I enjoy, yeah, I want to do that. And that's my hope. That's what I'm trying to get across. Is if I can get Starlink, I can get back on the ball. I can hopefully become a success. I can hopefully garner a bigger following, and I can hopefully be something. And to Sean McLaughlin, Jacksepticeye, I've been a big fan for a long time. I've never said anything shitty to you that I know of. I've always tried to be very encouraging and everything. I do not doubt at all that you have ADHD. At all. It wasn't a pity party. It was nothing like that. I was amazed, and I hope you're proud of how you've been able to cope, how you've become what you have. But I don't think he has the other issues that I have. I have, other than that, I've said what I had earlier. I have freaking a list of bullshit that's wrong with me. I hate it. And I can't be medicated with it. I mean, that's kind of a thing that I'm hoping one day is to move. I want to move to a state where I can have marijuana. That's what I want. I want to move to a state where marijuana is legal, especially medical marijuana for mental disorders and whatnot, because I can guarantee it's the only thing that's going to help me. I've had marijuana before. When I lived in North Carolina, I had a cousin who gave me some, and it made me feel the most normal I've ever felt in my life. The voices stopped in my head. Everything became still, quiet, calm, and I felt human. I've never had that sort of feeling from anything else on this planet. I've been on every antidepressant, every medication you can think of, everything feasible, everything that exists, I've tried. It doesn't help me. Doesn't make me feel normal. Doesn't make me feel good. Marijuana does, but I can't have it in the state of Texas. I can't have it in the state of Texas because it's just not legal here. Because it's ass backwards here. Because we're run by idiots. Texas is run by some of the biggest a-holes ever. And while there is medical marijuana in this state, it's not the same. It's not the sort of medical marijuana for, depression and whatnot. You can only have it's for glaucoma and maybe one other physical condition. It's not allowed for mental or emotional conditions. That's bullcrap to me, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, one day I'd like to move, maybe, or maybe Texas one day will eventually expand marijuana for people like me. But I think I've talked enough. I don't know. I don't know what's the future's going to hold. I've been hoping for a long time to get back into this full time and do more. Nothing's been working out. But I hope that changes. Anyhow, thank you very much for those who tuned in. I really appreciate all of you, and I will talk to you all again later. Goodbye.